The only small thing that I saw here is that there was a reference to Jeff Kaplan in Overwatch 2 that was removed. That doesn't seem like a big deal, but I'm mentioning it because other people might mention it. So I at least wanted to preemptively say my piece on it. Overwatch 2 isn't out yet, so for that reference to be scrubbed away, there may be a story behind it. And just like what we've been seeing in the patch 915 stuff with the art changes and the name changes and whatever, there's more than likely a story behind it that we're never going to hear about because it might be related to the lawsuit. Taliesin he said his piece and he mirrored a lot of what I said. So obviously he stole my shit. I'm totally kidding. But he he mirrored a lot of what I said. He worded it really well. But I'll just say it in my words. There's a story behind these things. These changes are very oddly specific. If WoW was on the path of being desexed, why did you choose paintings and one tooltip or whatever? The first thing that should have been done is to dress up the succubus models and similar models that have their side boobs and everything hanging all over the place. That's what you would want to go for first. You'd want to go for, I forgot her name, the Stone Mother over in Deep Home. She might have like almost no legs, but she's stacked. All right, she might be made of rock, but she's like pretty stacked and all that stuff. So you probably want to go for those first. But yeah, back to the Jeff Kaplan stuff. There might be something there, which threatens to undermine his credibility, which threatened, and so we don't know. He may or may not be named in that lawsuit. Hopefully not. I prefer to keep as many of my heroes intact as possible. But I recall that Jeff Kaplan, like early on, he was kind of a hothead before his WoW days, before he became a game designer. When he was just a player, folks like him and Alex, I forget his name. I say Cosby so much. Afrasiabi, they were hotheads, and they talk smack just like us, which I guess makes this entire story feel a little bit more personal because we're only that far. It makes me wonder to myself: are we only that far away from being those kinds of misogynistic assholes? Maybe it could. It might not be anything Jeff Kaplan did that was like so horrific, and he didn't assault anyone, or maybe there was no sexual misconduct, but maybe there was just one incident where he was just talking shit. Someone didn't appreciate it, and at the time no one cared. That care is coming now. Better late than never, but better than nothing.